Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to create the truth table for this big sentence. This is a conditional where the antecedent is the whole statement not P and Q and the consequent is not Q. So let's take this step by step, build the table, fill it in, and figure out when this statement is true and when it is false. So we have two variables here, P and Q. So just like normal, we can fill this in. So P, Q. Now we have to build up to this final statement. So we see not P's in here, we see not Q's in here. So let's throw that in. We need not P, and we're going to need not Q. And we're also going to need this entire thing, not P and Q, right? That is our antecedent, which means we need to have it. So let's do this. I'll just grab it and copy and paste. And then our final statement, our final column will be our final statement, like this. So let's make sure that all makes sense. We built up to this final statement by first getting all the components. The components would be not P and Q. Well, to do that, we needed both P and Q, and then we needed not P. So that's what this is all about. And then we have the consequent not Q, which is in this column right here. All right, let's fill it in. So, again, two variables, always the same. True, true, oops. True, true, false, false. True, false, true, false. Right? Again, the whole reason why we're doing it this way, those are the four ways the situation can happen. Both are true, one is true or the other, and then both are false. Okay. Not P. So know the truth condition for not. Not P means you're taking whatever P is and you're changing it to the other truth value. So if P is true, not P is false. P is true, not P is false. P is false, not P is true. P is false, not P is true. My eyes don't look at this Q column at all when I'm looking for not P. I'm just comparing P and I'm flipping the truth value to not P. Similarly, I have Q right here and I need to now fill in not Q. Okay, so let's do it. Q is true, so not Q is false. Q is false, not Q true. Q is true, not Q is false. Q is false, not Q is true. Right? Hopefully the nots aren't too bad. So now let's go to this next one. We have an AND statement where the two pieces are not P and Q, which are these two columns. Now remember, the only time the AND statement is true is when both pieces are true. So in this first column, in this first row, we have not P is false, Q is true. That means the whole statement is false. Not P is false, Q is false. That means the whole statement is false. Not P is true, Q is true. That means the whole thing is true because both pieces are true. And then not P is true, Q is false, therefore the whole thing is false. All right, we're getting there. We now need to finish with this column. So my eyes have to go, let's look at the antecedent first, which is this one, and then the consequent second, which is this one, right? So it might be weird because we're going out of order, but we're just following what the conditional says. Okay. So the antecedent is this statement not P and Q. The antecedent is false, and the consequent is false. That means the whole statement is true. The antecedent is false, the consequent is true. That means the whole statement is true. The antecedent is true, the consequent is false, therefore the whole thing is false. The antecedent is false, the consequent is true, therefore the whole thing is true. So this statement is only false one time. And that time is when, that's really hard to read. Let's do green instead. The statement is only false when P is false and Q is true. Great. So that's pretty much it. The rest of the time it's true. Hopefully that helps. A little bit harder of an example, but the hope is that you apply those truth conditions step by step and it's not too bad. Thanks so much. Bye.